All right, so that's going to do it for the Inmarsat 6 F2 launch coverage. I'm jumping back into KSP, guys. Let's get going. We got to finish this thing, man, so we can tour it around on Monday. Let's do this. Can we do the 15 Gs again? Sure. Okay, let's fix the butt so it can fly. Yeah. Alright, let's do this. On this creature, there's something ominous. Yeah. I made ChatGPT write a presentation about you, and it's absolutely brilliant. Meet EJ, the Twitch streamer taking you on an out-of-this-world journey through aerospace rocket launches in KSP. His informative and entertaining streams feature unique humor and iconic movie quotes. Join the EJ community today and blast off to infinity and beyond. I'm trying to learn from KSP and vids on YouTube. I might also do online school since it's cheaper. I'm horrible at learning unless it's visual. Erudite. Okay, dude, here's the thing. Alright. Erudite, I'm gonna get super real with you for a second. I'm gonna get super real. There are some people out there that learn visually, but the thing of the matter is that everyone learns better visually, dude. Non-visual learning is not something that we're all inherently kind of gifted with. Some of us have to learn it. All right? Don't sit there and say, "Oh, I'm really only a visual learner." You will fail if you do that, especially with rockets. The only reason I'm telling you this is because, dude, I said that same stuff when I was your age. I really only learned with pictures. Now, the reality of that situation is that I just wanted to look at pictures and I didn't really care about the words because the pictures were cooler. I still look at pictures of things. And then I go and read what it's about. It's true. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for that trap. And I'm not talking like, oh, it's some crazy conspiracy to get you to be stupid. No. Don't fool yourself. Trust me. Learning with numbers and learning how to read, like learning how to read good, getting better at that stuff is something that you need to work on. Not many people have that right out of the gates. Does that make sense? This learning with pictures stuff, no. Kindergartners learn with pictures, dude, because we all learn with pictures. You got to get better at that stuff, especially if you want to do rockets, man. Don't do that. Oh, I really only learn with pictures. Oh, don't lie. You just want to look at the freaking pictures all day. I don't blame you. That's what I wanted to do. Right? That's what I wanted to do when I was that age. So, don't lie to yourself like that. You want to do rocket stuff? You got to get good at that stuff, man. No excuses. The notion of types of learners has actually been debunked. No such thing. And Faruda, I mean, dude, if some people want to say that, that's fine. If you're an artist and say, I don't think it's out of line, dude, to be like an artist and being a visual person. I don't think that makes sense for like an artist, like if you're painting or something, or if you're a film director or you're a director of cinematography, right? So DP, like if you're, that makes sense. But with rockets, what I'm saying is you can't do that with rockets. You can't be a visual learner and try to do rocket science. It doesn't work that way. You know, that's not to say that people don't learn with pictures. Absolutely. They absolutely do. Why do you think I talk with my hands, right? Not in the weird corporate way, you know what I mean? But yeah, for rocket science, you don't kid yourself. You can't do that. You can't do that. You got to learn the numbers. If you don't learn the numbers, you're just playing Kerbal all day. Believe me. Why do you think I play Kerbal all day? Because I'm not good at the numbers. Because I'm a visual learner. Trust me, it's Erudite. It's way easier to learn that when you're 15 than when you're 35. Trust me on that one. There's also the unfortunate situation that we're in nowadays that you can learn all the knowledge in this world online, but not one single person will ever consider you if you don't have a stupid piece of paper. Yeah. So I suppose to an extent, but if you prove it, if you prove to them that you know the subject matter, it doesn't matter. I'm serious. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, wow, well, every entry-level job that I apply for, says you need 3 to 5 years experience. All that crap is there for is to weed out the people that are just looking for a paycheck. That's it. Because a corporation doesn't want you to just be there for a paycheck. They want you to do a good job, right? So even though it's an entry-level position that requires 5 years of research, 5 years of experience, that's bullcrap. That's just to weed out the pretenders. Like, I guarantee you. Because they know that people are going to look at that and be like, do I really want this job? No, because they don't want you wasting their time. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the truth. Progress MS-21 undocked, but it also has a coolant leak, I think, Squishin. Either that or the new one does. I'm not sure. I'd have to, dude, I haven't even done much space news myself. I have to go get caught up, but we'll do that after Kerbal comes out. See, college, the thing about college, guys, is that college teaches you the book stuff. And that's the stuff that you need, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, that's the stuff that you need if you want to do rockets, guys. I understand the sentiment about you not needing a college degree to succeed in life. If you want to go be an electrician, you do not need a college degree. Go get an apprenticeship. Go get an apprenticeship and learn that way. Then they'll pay you to learn instead of you paying an exorbitant amount of money for a piece of paper. The thing about STEM stuff, so if you want to be the person designing the rocket, you want to be a rocket scientist, a mechanical engineer, a chemical engineer, a structural engineer, electrical engineer, aerospace engineer, you got to go to school for it. There's no getting around it. With other jobs, I disagree. You don't need a college degree to be a frigging cashier at a restaurant. But with STEM stuff, that's just kind of how that rolls. But there's also there's another way. Another way is you teaching yourself. Take it from somebody that's doing that and that has been doing that for a decade. That's very, 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 very tough. That's really hard to do. It's tough. You got to really want it. And even me, guys, I probably know in terms of technical, I probably know as much as probably a first year aerospace student. And I've been self-teaching for a decade. Just go to school. Just rip the Band-Aid off and go to school. I can't say that enough. Don't try to a visual learn. Don't play games. Your mind will look for 1,000 reasons. Your mind will look for 1,000 reasons and 1,000 freaking excuses for why you shouldn't do it. But if you really want to do it, if that's really what you want to do, you should just go do it. It's that simple. If I could, I would grab onto the opportunity of proper education without second thought. Then go to school. It doesn't matter if it's a playground. Just go. At least you'll have a diploma or something. You'll have that stupid piece of paper, and then you can figure out what you want to do from there. It's tough, but you learned it better, I think. That drive really matters. That's right, Goblinin. Yeah, that's right, Chaos. I never said it was too late for me. What I'm saying is that it's easier to do when you're 15 than when you're 34. I'm almost 35, so I said 35 before, but I'm 34 right now. It's easier to do it. It's easier to do it when you're a kid. It's only going to get more difficult, so don't wait. Yeah, don't do that. Trust me. Really, speaking from experience. There you go, Kilo. Hey, that's fine. Dude, engineering is tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. That's what I mean. That visual learner nonsense doesn't work with engineering. It does not work. Don't lie to yourself. Self-teaching feels different than someone else teaching you. The thing about self-teaching, Goblinin, is that you have no experience. I have no experience in the aerospace industry, which is why I listen to people that work in the aerospace industry and kind of parse their experiences and their feedback into some kind of weird collective of experience somehow. Yeah, because once again, I don't have that piece of paper. Remember that. So I got super lucky and got my first job. To be honest, it was in restoration, but still from a boss that believed in me. And now I can go on to get jobs that require experience. I was saying more like for aerospace jobs, anything that requires a bit of math and knowledge. If you don't have a piece of paper, nobody will ever take you in consideration. Doesn't matter if you taught yourself for a decade. Yeah. You got to find some way to get an audience with them and prove it. So that's what I mean about it being more difficult. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. That makes sense. I'm 10 years younger than you, and I'm freaked out about turning 25 this year. My 20s are halfway over, and I feel like they just started. Yeah, Squish, get busy living because you're going to be 34 before you know what's going on. Take it from somebody that's 34 and has no idea what's going on. Guys, I look like I got my stuff together. I own a freaking house. How the heck did a moron like me get a house? And this garage? Like, give me a freaking break, dude. You think I know what's going on, man? I don't know. It was kind of like fake it until you make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, like how the frick did I do that? I don't know. Just kind of decided to do it one day and then it happened. It's strange, dude. Because like, you know, Squish up here, I'm still 25, man. And that's the messed up part, dude. Even like our parents, they're still 25 up here, you know what I mean? Like, it's just how it rolls, man. Some people are just good at making it look like they got their stuff together. No one has their stuff together. It's weird, right? So go and do it. Being an adult in a nutshell. You know, I see kids my age, and I say kids my age, they ain't kids no more, right? I see people my age, I see people a little bit younger than me. They're like, we never got an instruction manual on how to be an adult. Guess what? There is none. Figure it out. I know that sounds messed up, but that's the truth. I wish there was. That would be really good, and that's why I try to give this advice when I can, man. But there ain't no manual. This is hard. It's freaking tough, man. Every day someone wants to take money from me. It freaking sucks. Frick those people. But also, I like internet, and I like having water and electricity. I also like that. That's good, too. Yeah, okay, we can pay those people. That's fine. Yeah, Goblin. Yeah, I know. It's hashtag deep, bro. Yeah, I found myself thinking a lot lately about how my dad feels. He recently turned 50. It's just strange. Yeah, Squish, I don't mean to feed into... And this is probably not the answer you're looking for, homie. It doesn't get better. For what it's worth, and I always say this, guys, I'm 34. Like, whenever I'm like, oh, man, me telling people on the internet that I slept with their mothers playing Halo 2 on Xbox Live was 20 years ago, I don't go in there like, oh man, am I old? Oh, that sucks. No, I'm like more impressed from the fact that I've done like that I've lived long enough to say, oh yeah, that was 20 years ago. Dude, I don't feel like I'm 34, except for dislocating my arm in my sleep. That made me feel old. Yes, that happened. My arm, I can't lift my right arm past here or else, ow. I slept wrong. It's so stupid, man. Like, really? Come on. But, yeah, it doesn't feel like that was that long ago. I don't feel 34. Even saying that doesn't sit right in my head. I'm like, wait, I'm 34? Wait a minute. What the hell? How is that a thing? Yeah, Jim, it's just like, you just wake up in pain. Damn it. I keep telling you not to do that. No, Uncle X, it's just the number. Like, dude, I could never picture myself saying this to people. Like, yeah, I remember 20 years ago playing video games. It's like, what? I still play video games. So has anything really changed? You know? Wait until you're 40, man. No. Maybe I'll feel like I'm 34 when I'm 40, Yoda. Because I'm still good, dude. I still got plenty of energy. I'm good to go, man. I'm good to go, man. We've dropped 11 and a half hours on this stream. I'm good, man. We fine. Let's go, baby. I'm going to freaking stream like I'm 22. Let's do this. Did I ever stream when I was 22? No. I started streaming when I was 24. Damn. Drinking coffee until midnight. Now, see, Dirty, yeah, you're right. We're drinking coffee at midnight. Now, I'm not going to lie. 20 years ago, this would have been like it would have been a Red Bull or a Monster or something. But the habits don't change, bro. Just shy of 22, and I feel out of touch with the youths already. I thought I was the youth until I didn't. I mean, yeah, Kilo, get used to it. It only gets weirder from here. Kids are just gonna like weirder and weirder and weirder things. But the funny thing is, dude, is that there's a lot of younger people than me that watch the stream, so I keep up with your damn lingo. So I don't. Maybe that's why I don't feel as old as I actually am. You know, like I still crap post on the internet and stuff, and I'm 34, but I'm not like 34 living in my parents' basement either. I'm 34 and I own a house and I have a beautiful fiance that I'm going to marry. It's like I'm still 25 and do dumb things on the internet, but also I am apparently adulting somewhat correctly. That's like, it's a weird dichotomy in my mind. All right. Frowlin, what's this? I'm going to be even more real with you. Unless you do get a degree, the only rockets in your future will be 4th of July kind. Basic chemistry, basic construction, and math are an absolute requirement for getting into aerospace. Yep, that's why I said don't lie to yourself. That's right. That's right. That means minimum's college degree in math and engineering, and probably a PhD. I'm in finance, and the only people we hire today are math graduates, not even business graduates, because they don't have the math to do finance, and even that is ground-based. People with business degrees, Frowlin, no. No. Oh, we're so screwed. We are so screwed, dude. We're so boned. Please stay in school, kids. Please, for the love of God. Oh no. Some of those weird things are still awesome. Yeah. Literally has a video game open the other town. Bro, dude, living the dream. That's right, Bradley. I'm about to turn 31 and trying to stay to date with every tech trend to ensure I can stay relevant. Yeah, Plague. Oh, tech is even worse. Aerospace moves quick nowadays. Tech is like, no. Yeah, oh yeah, you remember that whole thing you learned yesterday? Yeah, that's irrelevant now. Erudite, EJ, thanks. Planning to move to the U.S. when I'm 18. Start a new life, make my dreams and ambitions real one day. Erudite, coming here is a hard thing to do, man. It's a hard thing to do. That's going to take a lot of work, dude. But if you're willing to put in the time and you're patient, it'll happen. That's the thing, guys. If it was easy to do, everyone would do it. Yeah, I think it's good to try to look at it in a positive way. Yeah, that's how my mind defaults to it, Swishin. Like, dude, look at how far I come, man. I'm level 34, dude. You're level 25, bro. I got nine levels on you, son. I don't look at it. I mean, except for the, whole arm dislocating thing and waking up with my back hurting and in pain. I don't feel really old. Mentally, definitely not. Definitely not that. No, definitely not that old. It's true. Hey, I don't know about you, but I like aircraft carriers. Those are cool. I never knew how high they flew until today. Call the Bondulins. I'm having a stronk. Got some good channels on YouTube to keep up with tech. Gamers Nexus and PBS Spacetime are at the top of my watch list. PBS Spacetime. Ooh. I don't know. But yeah, Aaron, don't lie to yourself. No excuses, no bullshit. Yes, I swore. It warrants exclamation. I got your attention now, didn't I? Can't make excuses like that, guys. And that's not my words. Tori Bruno says that all the time on Twitter. People say, oh, I want to get into aerospace. What do I do? Study hard. When you're in school, you're not there to make friends. You're there to learn. Don't forget that. Master's degrees in business are not eligible. I'm 51, 25 inside. Yeah, see? No, it's the same way. And I was the last one hired in the firm with an MBA 10 years ago. Since then, all new hired has been minimum engineers and most of the time physicists. That's crazy, dude. It's after hours. You're good. Yep. I find myself saying the same things to Mini Victory, your 13-year-old. My dad used to say to me when I was 13. Yeah, Victory, I'm saying the same stuff my dad said to me. I just really, really wish I had listened. Yeah, I really wish I had listened to them. Because my parents did tell me this stuff. And I thought I was smarter than them. And I ignored it. Yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah, I did. Sorry, Dad. Sorry, man. Nope, fricked that up. Whoops. Yeah, I definitely didn't listen. Yeah, my mom and my dad told me. Yeah. Yeah, you're still playing video games for money. Yeah, the only reason I'm successful in this endeavor, Hellfish, is because I decided to pull my head out of my ass when I was 24. Like, that's the truth, man. It's the truth. Because up until that point, I was just kind of drifting through life. Yeah, I guess I like space. Yeah, I mean, I do. I love space, and I guess I like trains, plane. I don't freaking know. I just want to sit home and play video games all day. And then, that's why I think, December 23rd is such an important... December 23rd... Nice. December 23rd, 2012 is such an important day for me because that was the day I decided I wanted to take something seriously. I want to take streaming seriously. I'm going to commit to this, and I'm not going to screw it up. Got to pull your head out of your ass sometime, dude. It's true. Bucket! Thanks for the raid. I'm 30 turd. I'm a wild pig. Would it be an EJ rant if I didn't misspeak something in a very hilarious way? It wouldn't be a rant for me if I didn't. Bucket. I remember the old EJ days where you'd spend all day at retail, then come home and stream for 8 hours. Yeah, I decided to commit to it, Minnie. I decided to commit to it because I couldn't. I commit to nothing up until that point. I didn't take school seriously. I drifted through college. I dicked off, man. I played Call of Duty all day, even through college. And I still passed. I don't know how I managed that. I mean, you can ask my college roommate comes in here and lurks sometimes. Ask him next time. We just sat there and played Call of Duty all day. Modern Warfare 2 was out, man. Such a good game. Bucket. Bravo, you just got your bachelor's degree in aviation management last October and I turned 40. Nice. Well, hey, that's cool. Bikes! That's right, Yuki. Bikes! Yes, I'm trying to balance streaming and a full-time job in EMS. It's rough. And betrayal. You're hitting too close to home right now. It's scary. Running, sometime it warrants explanation, dude, because the biggest thing kids do nowadays is they lie to themselves. How do I know? I did that. Not everybody here can have that coming to Jesus moment where you're like, I'm going to commit to this. I have to take something seriously in my frigging life. And, I knew I liked space. Space was something that I could always talk about. I could always be into it. I could watch a replay of a shuttle launch every day and love it just as much as the day that I did before. If that's not passion, I don't know what it is. I don't know what is, right? I can't do that with many other things. So I punched a ticket on that train and I've been riding it ever since. But once again, the only reason I was successful, even remotely successful, is because I pulled my head out of my ass. Bucket! Converted Prime to a tier 1 sub. Thanks, man. It's true. One of the biggest things you guys can do is don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Are you really going to go? You could say, oh, I'm going to work out every day. Are you really going to go and work out every day? That's bull crap and you know it. Don't do that. Don't do that. There you go, Nova. I'm glad. Good. I just mean that the point that I'm at. I graduated college and I have no clue what I'm going to do and I'm just kind of drifting. 10th, it happens, dude. So, 10th, here's the thing. I don't like really giving advice unwarranted, but I only really give it when the conversation comes up. Here's the thing, dude. You're drifting, you're not really sure what to do. That's exactly how I felt. So 2 things. 1, you do not need to get a job that pays well in your degree. There's some weird, tremendous pressure that kids that graduate college nowadays think that they need to get a job. Like if you went to school in business, oh, I gotta be a successful businessman. No, you don't. No, you don't. You can go be a plumber. It don't matter as long as you're making a paycheck. That doesn't matter. Look at me. I did a 180. I basically have this is communications, right? This is basically communications and hospitality. This is a service job. Sorry, guys. I hate to break it to you. It's a service job like working in a restaurant. It's true. I did a 180 from doing 3D art. But hey, whatever. Whatever. So that leads me to the second thing. You got to find something, man. Just find something. Find something that, you know, I mean, you don't necessarily need to follow your passion, but if you can figure out something that you really enjoy doing and make money off of it, then go and do it. Yeah, you basically went to college to play KSP. It's true. It's so true. Good, S. Good. Good. Stick with it. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. It'll seem like it's difficult. It'll seem like, I don't need to do that. Just keep doing it. Just a little bit of commitment, a little bit of perseverance, just a little bit a day, dude. You'll be fine. Trust me. And then you'll forget about why you even do it. And then just one day you'll just be like, damn, dude, look at what I've done. Yeah, Lux, can you believe that? This might sound weird, but I'm so scared of becoming old that I plan to pass away young. I'd rather not exist than feeling old and never be young again. Yeah. Liam, don't do that. Don't do that, man. So, I mean, Liam, here, let me offer a counterpoint to that, if I may. The cool thing about getting old, dude, and this is something I kind of realized, and I don't know where this came from for me, and once again, everybody's different. You do what makes you happy, right? Like, the cool thing about getting old is, like, if you say you choose to have kids, right? Bro, you say you someday you find somebody, right, and you have kids with them, right? Dude, you get to see you from the third person growing up. That's freaking cool, man. That's really cool. So you don't I mean, yeah, you get old, but you get to see like a third person of you growing up in a different time. That's so freaking cool to me. It's fascinating. Think about it like that, man. Like, oh, it's so weird. Speaking of getting old, I got my power port taken out. That's good, robot. So, Liam, think about it like that, dude. Think about it like that. You're going to get old. You can't beat Father Time. I mean, we maybe with what Aqualux is saying, I don't know, maybe I don't think, maybe advances in modern science, I don't think somebody couldn't live to, 245, maybe 300. Side note, your kiddo is almost 11 years old. Okay, don't do that. Now I do feel it. Don't do it. No, I'm just kidding. That's cool. This is great advice for all phases of life. Yeah, good point. Made me feel better. Liam, don't screw that. Screw that, dude. Get out there. Get out there and do stuff like that. Dude, I'm telling you, man, as I get older, all I really, like, it's so strange. And I know it's like a Fast and the Furious meme, and it's probably because I'm Italian and it gets drilled into your head on like day one. But dude, your family is so freaking important. Like, when you get older, your friends that you have, your best buddies, they ain't going to be there for you. They ain't going to be there for you. You drift apart from your friends in high school. You drift apart from your friends in college. It happens. Family will always be there for you. And if they're not, well, that's their problem. You should be there for them even if they're not there for you, because you might need them one day, and blood's thicker than water, dude. It's that's really important, guys. Like, and girls, that's really, really important. I had no idea how important that actually is. Like, I go and I try to visit my parents once a week, at least. I try to see them once a week. I don't live close to them anymore, which kind of blows, but... Michiokaku says the first person to live forever is alive right now. Interesting. Just do it! That's right. I've been going to college for general STEM, but something unexpected is that I noticed that I'm finding a lot of the credit requirement classes that I choose aren't STEM related. Just as interesting to me, if not more, which is opening up my mind to a lot of new subjects. Good. Never stop learning. Never stop learning. How do you think I'm able to stay so sharp with stuff, Squishton? Because I never stop learning. I keep the blade sharp. And the best way to keep the blade sharp is to use it. Yeah. Also, Tiny Victory is going to be 2 next month. It seems like just last month, so tiny she can fit in a shoebox. What are you trying to say, Victor? No, I'm just kidding, man. The medical parts of being old is scary. But being wise and having a calm, good understanding of life is exciting. Yeah, guys, life is cool, man. Famigli. See. Well, can't take this anymore. Have a good night, all. All right. Bye. Family doesn't have to be related to you. The blood of the brother is sick of the... Yeah, I know. I would hope that you would pick up on the context of what I'm saying, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I know, Victory. That's cool. How's the ship coming? Good. We got to fix the back end of the ship, dudes. But yeah, sorry, guys. I don't mean to get all preachy and up on the soapbox, dudes. But when people need help, I make sure to go and help. Because that's something that's near and dear to me, dude. I know what it's like to have nothing. Not have nothing, but to feel like I'm frigging useless. What do I do? I know that feeling, and that's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling at all. It feels horrible. So, yeah, if I see somebody in that drifting phase, I will try as best as I can to correct that course.
Discovery.
Sorry, dudes. Like, I know I get a little preachy when I do it. My bad. I went to school for comp sci. I worked at a bar for the last 3 years of a degree, and then I went and worked at a place that paid me $15 an hour to code and cobble. Oh, God, not cobble. Worked there for a year and a half before actually getting a job that actually pays me enough to even consider buying a house and to have a first kid. Getting a good job takes time. That's right. This wasn't my first job, Steven. I worked a bunch of dead-end jobs before I got to this. Hotel 25, 21-month resub. Thanks, man. Soapbox hours, quality. Yeah, but it's clearly not for everybody, dude. XJ was not having any of it. And that's fine. That's okay. I mean, we are tagged in the KSP category after all, dudes, so. But yeah, sorry guys. I didn't mean to get so preachy about it. Let's put this thing together, shall we? So, the back of this broke. The back of it broke off. Oh, the back of it broke off probably because that's the lowest point on the fairing. Night, dad joke. Howdy. Based on your time with KSP2, do you think it runs better than 1? I can't say, Def. Non-disclosure agreement, homie. Yeah. I don't need Nate coming here and punching me in the face. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I don't need that. Maybe later. So it's a broke-back rocket? Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that, Yuki, you insensitive prick. Right? Did I do that right? It's after hours, right? Can we do that? It's after hours? Yeah, it is after hours. Yes. Sorry, I just felt like calling someone an insensitive prick. You're good, Yuki. All good. As someone who knows nothing about KSP2, I'm pleased to inform you that all KSP2 is a separate piece of software than KSP1. That's not facts to me. You did in fact do it good? Ah, shut up, you weirdo. That was a bad, wasn't it? But I made you laugh. Oh! Oh! What's up now? If you give everybody shit, you give nobody shit. Am I right or am I right? Get in the garage and make your truck. No, I don't want to. Let's roll. No, I don't want it. Go away. Shut up. Shut up. All right, let's do this. All right, I think the nozzles are lower than the buttocks of the ship. I think it's lower than the buttocks. Let's get going. Hold on a second, boy. Are you telling me you're the owner of the Bubba Gump Shrimp Incorporation? Oh, God, we hit the movie quote part of the stream. Nice. Nice. Let's roll. We got a ship to finish. This thing needs to be good to go by Monday. Fix the rocket's butt. I did. I gave it a buttoscopy. Yeah, Minnie. It was a bullet, wasn't it? Oh yeah. Just don't be a bloody diesel. Everybody thinks a bloody diesel. Don't be a bloody diesel, mate. There's been a diesel running around this stream, screwing everything up. Hands, are we the diesels? With you, all parts of the stream are movie quote parts. That is not true. Do not call me bro! Why glow plugs, though? What's up with the two Soyuz capsules? Okay, one is progress, but they're twins. Springing a leak. One is a coincidence, two is a trend. Yeah, Salute, that's kind of a little trippy, especially since they want to rescue people with one of those things. Yeah, that's, probably should look into why those things are leaking. No, it is. That's why I followed 8 years ago. Movie quotes. Okay. Okay. ChatGPT was right all along. Shh. I don't like that machines know about me like that. Alright, cool. Let's do this. So, I don't think anything broke. Let me just scan through using the bracket keys. No nearby objects to focus. Okay, so headphone users, I'm activating the engines in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1, 0. Okay, that wasn't that loud. Perfect. Okay. Beam me up, Snotty. Okay. Oh, yes, sir. Snotty beamed me twice last night. It was wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, that's a movie quote, too. Yeah, Minnie, I can definitely see that. Okay, we have good engagement on all the drives. Why didn't anybody tell me my butt was so big? I'm sorry, sir. There must have been a microconverter malfunction. I'm sorry, sir. We'll try and reverse the beam. Lock 1, lock 2, lock 3, lock Lomond. Did you see the new episodes of Clarkson's Farm? Yeah, I'm watching through it, Shy. No spoilers right there. Brimo and I are making our way through it. We'll probably have it binge-watched by Monday. It's a good show, man. I really actually enjoy it, but, man, frick that city council, dude. Frick that city council. Damn. I told you never to call me on this wall. This is an unlisted wall. Yeah, Clarkson's Farm is out, dude. What's this contraption? Magic. Whole lot of magic. Okay, guys, let's see if we can get it so the back doesn't fall off. Yeah, right, Sally? It's pretty dope. Vasily, engage the silent drive. Yeah, we're using up a lot of fuel. We should probably wait. Season 3 will be the last, they say. That's a damn shame, dude. How many Kraken drives is this? 6. 7? 7! Yeah. Alright. 7. I'd love to have seen Montana. Oh, I love that movie, Kilo. That movie's so good. So freaking good, man. Prime canceled because of what Clarkson said about Meghan Markle. Okay. Yep, not touching that one. What the heck is a Kraken drive? Well, okay, Frowlin, how nerdy do you want to get here? Do you want me to just tell you what it is, or do you want me to tell you why it works? Like, give me a nerdy answer rating on 1 to 10 here. Like 10 being like the most in-depth. Super nerdy? You want me to talk nerdy to you, Chad? All right. Yo, you see that? See that, Chad? That's all me. That's all me up in here. 24/7G, motherfucker. All right, anyway. All the way. Okay, so these drives work by compressing landing gear inside of a payload bay. So I have same vehicle interaction here, which means the hitbox from the landing gear and the hitbox from the cargo bays, they collide with each other. So I have a CAL controller that's controlling all 7 of the bays, right? And they crush landing gear inside of them. Now, clearly, you could see that there's a lot of potential energy there, considering that crushing landing gear in bays is lifting 2,200 tons up in the air on Kerbal. That's pretty cool. We like that. Right? So, what happens? How does this work? How does it work? Okay, so what does landing gear fundamentally do? Landing gear has 2 types of forces that are applied. So first you have your damping force, which is a decelerative force, right? A landing gear is designed to absorb the impact, right? With a damper, albeit hydraulic or pneumatic or whatever. Like on a car, it's pneumatic. On some cars, it's hydraulic. On other cars, it's hydropneumatic. Who knew? So, and then you have the spring. So what's the spring designed to do? The spring is designed to keep the landing gear extended, right? And the shock absorber is designed to absorb any bumps. So, the thing about it is that the landing gear in Unity, or in KSP in general, right? The landing gear has no bump stop. So what happens if you take suspension and you fully compress it? A spring will reach its theoretical maximum potential energy, and then it'll just stay there unless acted upon, because physics. The damper will decelerate you, will try to fight against you from compressing that spring until it also reaches its theoretical maximum potential energy. But the damper is really there to dampen out deceleration. It's to dampen change, so velocity, right? Or accelerative and decelerative forces. So, here's the thing. Crushing the landing gear is actually inverting. It would be like taking suspension and pushing it past its bump stop and inverting it. What happens here is, because we're pushing the suspension past its bump stop, we are actually inverting the shock absorber. So the shock absorber that is here to that was there to dampen out force is now providing accelerative force. We inverted it. That's what these drives do. They invert the damper on the suspension by crushing the landing gear. So now we can accelerate with it. Yeah. These drives are pretty damn powerful. There's a lot of potential energy there because inverting a spring apparently, yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. This violates a couple of laws of physics, namely Newton's third. Yeah. But it does work. Works in KSP, so we have a warp drive, baby. Well, not a warp drive, but close enough. Here, let's throttle it up. Had to tape it out from a headache. How's testing going? Good, good, good. You spring-loaded Kerbal? Yeah. Watch this. So, if you agitate the drives enough, so like down here when you're near the surface, or if your relative velocity to celestial body is low, it kind of has like a low speed mode, which is this, right? This is low gear. But if we get the kickdown plate to work and we can shift this thing into high gear, oh! Yeah, baby! That's really fast. We are pulling an insane amount of G's. 6G sustained. The ship can't take that. Our dynamic pressure is quite high, don't you think? That's a little bit high right there. That's a lot of dynamic pressures. We did, Hayes. We figured it out, dude. Chat helped me. Chat figured it out, dude. It wasn't me this time. Nice constant 4.5 G acceleration here out of KSC. This thing is accelerating as fast as like a Sidewinder missile right now. That's fine. It's only 2,200 tons. It's okay. It's good. What was the solution? Yeah, basically we have ludicrous speed with the drives, Fallon. Pretty cool, right? But I also have impulse drives too. The thing is, we made a couple those rhinos aren't regular rhinos. We made a couple of modifications to them. Doesn't look like much, kid, but it's got it where it counts. Seriously, we might need to worry about entry heating here on the way. Oh, frick. Yeah, we should probably slow down. We're going 1.2 kilometers a second, 20,000 meters off the ground. That's a little dangerous. 117,000 pascals. Yeah, baby. I'll tell you the solution in a second, Hayes. Will this work in KSP2 then? It's possible, Denny. I don't know. What are your spring and damper settings? Nil. Set them both to the lowest thing that you could possibly set them to, Salyut. That actually really hurt. Get on the ground! No. Yeah, Aqualix, we're breaking a lot of things. What movies did you watch on the plane trip to the Netherlands? You mentioned it earlier. Bullet Train. I watched Bullet Train again because Bullet Train is a great flick. What else did I watch? I think I watched Bullet Train on the way there and the way back. Yeah, I did. I'm not ashamed of it. I don't care. It's a good movie. More power. Yeah, it's fine. Have you attempted to land on Kerbal yet? Will you need to land it? Eagle, we could land this thing. No problem. I'm getting some serious Cowboy Bebop vibes with this music. Yeah. Actually, Fall. I put one in my space shuttle and put separator motors on the front to get it to rotate on liftoff, and I made the space shuttle do what Columbia does in that episode of Cowboy Bebop, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I forget what else I watched, dude. I watched a bunch of stuff. I think I watched some TV for a little while. I don't know. I was half asleep the entire time there and back. We could try landing on Kerbal in a little bit, dudes. I need to go and make. Uh-oh. That's an issue. Yeah, it hasn't done that yet. Oh. Well, at least we're not going to make a mess. It looks like we had a coolant leak. Structural failure on linkage between LT1 landing struts and modular girder segment. The KRAKEN SAS failed. Interesting. The KRAKEN SAS failed that time. See, we're trying to work out the bugs so next week I can get this thing ready to go, which is why I'm still streaming right now. Yep, let's stop doing that. Why didn't the cockpit go with everything else? it pretty much did. That's actually pretty freaking cool. I'm not even mad. Okay, the Kraken SAS failed that time. We weren't throttled very much. KSC is down there. Anyway, sorry, I lost my train of thought, guys, from the explosion. Time warp till re-entry. Jeb and Bill are not making it through this. Actually, it would probably be better to wait till they get to AP, EVA, and then just circularize from there. Can we see the debris from the surface? Nah, we're more than 100 kilometers away. Did you see Violent Night? The Exodus movie made by the same people as Bullet Train. No, I didn't. I lost my bullet train of thought. Thanks again, EJ and chat. My mom also doesn't let me out with her because of money and being confined to my compound. House I've really screwed with your mental state. She always says soon. Same with school. Bet you and chat helped me a lot. Thanks. Yep, no problem, dude. Yep. Time's ticking. Yeah, I gotta revert. So that was the Kraken the Kraken SAS. Interestingly enough. I saw it. It failed on the starboard side on the way up there. That was my that was up there. Let me take a look at it. This is the drive piece that failed right here. Is everything connected correctly to that? Yep. Yeah, that's all fine. Interesting. I'm not sure why that failed, fellas. That's a new bit of behavior that I haven't seen. Would highly recommend Violent Night. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll check it out, dudes. So what are you thinking? Double gear at half force, the same as with the drives? No. I'm not sure about that one, Aqualex. I need to see it again. I need to see what it's doing. Hayes, are you still here, bud? I'll explain what fixed it. So this drive works in Helio. We know it works. So what we found is that the long payload bay, we were working with the payload bay that's double the size of this, right? And we had 22 legs inside of that payload bay. And what was happening is we did a test where we hung the drive out. Like, dude, I was lost. I couldn't figure it out. I did a test where I basically just put the drive, like I gizmoed it right here, and then we fired it off in Helio, right? Like I warped it up there. We fired it off, and it turns out that the attachment point is what's breaking. Well, that's what was breaking, right? So I took the drive and I fired it, and it just zoomed off basically like a missile. Actually, just kind of just started doing circles around the ship, but whatever. So that got me thinking that it's not the drive. It's the attachment for said drive. That's the problem. The attachment node sucks. And we were like, okay, how can I strengthen it? Well, I was like, I don't know how to strengthen it. I don't know what I'm going to do. Chat came up with this really good idea. The really good idea is that, well, there's no way to strengthen that damn attachment node, but there is a way to split the drive up over smaller drives, so you're not pushing on each payload bay as much. If you split it up and you put the landing legs over a bunch of different drives with smaller payload bays, none of the drives would ever break off because you're never going to push enough to break the joint off the payload bay from what it's connected to. So basically, this is the same exact amount of power, give or take, that we had with the 3 long bay drives. It's just split over seven payload bays instead of 3. That's what fixed it. Yep. Too many legs pushing on the payload bay sever the joint of the payload bay attached to the fairing. That was it. Chat figured it out. I had nothing to do with it. They helped. I'd still be lost if it wasn't for chat. Yeah, we basically spread the load out. Mark III bays, in theory, should be able to withstand a larger node. Yep. Can you change it to a fixed I-beam for strength? No, just the payload bay. It's fine. So Hayes, yeah, that's what fixed it, dude. Yeah, so we have this kind of radial grouped drive, and each bay has 10 pistons in it. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. The other drive had 66 because we had 3 payload bays with 22. So we actually have a little bit more pushing power this time. This works. This works. The problem that I'm trying to solve right now, that we basically did solve, was getting the drives to kick. I'm an idiot and had these things occluded, right? So they weren't creating thrust any of the time we were using endurance over the past couple of days. They just looked pretty. And they were overheating the fairings because they were technically inside of the fairing because I built it in a way that was really dumb. I apologize for the stupidity. So basically when we had SRBs attached to it, we were only working off SRB power. So what I did here was I built the fairing in a slightly different way with an engine plate, and now the engines actually work, and that's enough to jumpstart the drives so we can get them to fly. Rotary engine, so it's a Mazda. Throw that swatch like you drive to the top of the bit. Nah, I don't want to do that. Shardies, yeah, it is. I would prefer the impulse drive to kickstart at Aqualux. So, I'm not sure what we're gonna do about fixing that. I kind of need to see if that's repeatable. I'm thinking, dudes. I'm thinking. So fly it again, then launch it instead of down. All right. All right, fine. Yeah, I don't know. I got to see if that's repeatable. So we're gonna have to launch it again. Damn. Okay. Coffee. Yeah, Minnie, I'm not sure. Oh no, we have to launch again. /A/S/S/A? No. Alright. Let's go. Set to radial out. Engine ignition. Headphone users, just in case. 5 seconds till engine ignition. Okay. Blue light. The engines are on. Blue light is working. Flux capacitor is fluxing. Engine running. Okay. Yeah, Kilo, I got you, man. I got you. Can you get these menus on an action group? You can't pin menus on an action group. I have to select them manually. You always gotta ramp the drive slowly. It doesn't like it if you go too fast. With that being said, I think we can go a little bit quicker with this. Yeah, see. Okay, we're up off the ground. Man, those lights are bright. Why is prograde going sideways? When we lifted off, we drifted a little bit in one direction. Kenny, we can correct it, dude. If I do a little bit of that. A little bit more of that. A little bit more of that. Oh god, the drive engaged without the engines being on. Oh god, we're pulling 10 Gs! Ah! We're gonna die! Oh, we are so screwed. The back fell off! Chad, the back fell off! I wasn't expecting it to go! Oh my god, we're so dead! Wait! Oh no, we're screwed. The back fell. I'm sorry. Seeing it detach cracks me up, man. It's so funny. Oh my god! Dude! What kicked the drive? Why did it go into gear? What the frick? That was terrible. Hey, the SAS, the component that blew up last time, it survived this time, so we're good. We're good. Hey Siri, what's going on, man? 95-month reset. That's a payload bay. Huh. Jeb? Oh, there you are. Yeah. Did straightening the ship cause this? It may have, Trunk. Yeah, it may have. Help! Lord, if you listening, help! Bill. Yeah, you might want to do that. The ground's coming up real quick. Oh, get wrecked. I think that's what's going on, Minnie. I think the aero load is taking it. It can't. We need to strengthen the butt end of the ship up. Dude, no way. No way. They would have survived. No freaking way, dude. Look at that. Jeb? Jeb's up there. Alright. Guys, let's not beat around the bush. The back of the ship needs to be redesigned. I gotta redesign the payload bay, which is something we needed to do anyway. Technically, that payload bay is still a placeholder. I just want to check the F3 menu here real quick. Before we go any further. Oh, fizz. Yeah, fizz load. Hey, most of the crew would have survived. Most of them. And the science is still intact. All right? Nice. Excited for Kerbal 2? Oh, favor. Yeah, I'm ready, dude. How many Kerbals are you going to put in this thing? I'm not sure, RJ. It'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah, no, it'll be fine. It'll be good. Yeah. It'll be good. We'll be fine here. I was talking about this, and I said favor for whatever reason, because I'm also having a conversation with you, and it's starting to get late. Anyway, you skipped your F3 menu check. Damn it! You're right. Oh, well. KSP2 system specs are concerning. Ryan, I wouldn't worry about it too much, dude. The game's unoptimized because it's early access, so they have to have a good performing computer. I guarantee you it'll work with lower stuff. Well, actually, I can't guarantee that, but I'm pretty damn sure. Pretty dang sure. Do I look like... And, dude, I look trustworthy, right? No? Alright. Well. I think they'll optimize the game over time. One, because literally that's what they said they were going to do in Discord a little while ago, so... Time to just put it out there. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a gosh dang hot dog. Alright, so... You should look more like Todd Howard. Well, it just works. Notice how I didn't say that nearly. It just works. Don't say that. Razzie, ciao, come stai? Is Yargnet still around? Yeah, I talked to Yarg yesterday, Faber. Yarg's here. Sure. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's good to see you too. Faber, I'll be honest with you. All the old school crowd is coming back, which is really cool to me. That really makes me happy. I can't believe people came back. Oh look, it came back. You know. Like... Do you like this picture? Okay. Okay, you kind of messed up with the rocket engines down there, killer. But yes, I do like that picture. Your CSM is a little too small. But it is progress, RJ. That's not bad. Good drawing, dude. Proportions, man. Proportions. That's the key with art. Trust me, I went to art school. I bet you see a lot of old names next week. Yep. TNT, what's up, dude? Very, very fine weekend. Yeah. The wing piece is strutted. Actually, nothing down here is strutted, believe it or not, Dirty. There's really nothing strutted except for the fairing and a couple of other things. I think this fairing is actually just making an insane amount of drag because it's such a weird shape. So, I'm going to try to build some structural reinforcements into the ship, guys. So, I'm going to have to redesign the payload bay segment. So basically everything that's highlighted on the screen there. So I'm going to give us a new name for a new revision to the file here. I'll leave that other one because that one's funny to use because it blows up. I think that's hilarious. And honestly, I got to redesign some of this. So, but yeah, well, I mean, Shai, La Cosa Nostra does not exist. I don't know what you're talking about. That's not a thing. That's only in the movies. I'm totally trustworthy. You can trust me. Look. Hey. Oh, hey, you're still on. Usually I don't see you after work. Hey, Rev. Yeah, well, you know what, chat? You look like a whack. Alright, so, unfortunately, I'm going to have to redo some of this stuff down here, so, I'll get rid of the ISRUs just for now, and the cool catwalks we're going to have to get rid of, too, just temporarily. I'll replace them. I'm going to have to get rid of those. Some of my struts aren't being run because they're run through the ISRU, so that's good. Dump the fuel cells for now. What's this? That's a strut that goes up top, so that's strutting 2 fairings to 1. Okay, that's cool. Why super late KSP? Kaiser, I want to get endurance ready to go. We had a breakthrough with this thing. We had a breakthrough. We can warp it, and we can warp it at an insanely high rate of speed. The breakthrough is basically splitting up the drives into smaller drives. This absolutely freaking works. And now we can go wherever we need to go. I don't need these here. Those were just there for orientation. Yeah, nearly. That's for the most part how it's set up, dude, except for the back, because I didn't do a detail pass on the back. To be honest with you, the front isn't made that way. Isn't made that well either. It's really just amidships that's the strongest part right now, and that's the part that doesn't explode. That's why we always see part of these crew tanks floating around and whatnot. So, all right, here's what we're going to do. Take that. We got to disconnect it. What I'm going to do here is build in structure to this. We need to build structure into this thing. We need to build a lot of structure into this thing. So I'm going to build down here an attachment mechanism very similar to how the front of the payload bay is attached with the 1, 2, and 3. It is going to add a little bit more part count, but it should give us something to anchor off of. So here's what we're going to do. So that's a 5-meter fairing. I need this piece right here. And I don't want interstage nodes here. So get rid of that for a second, right? And I need to put this big freaking fuel tank right here. But I don't want fuel in it. We can close it out and get rid of all the fuel. This is going to be a structural carrier. It's basically the spine of the ship. And what I want to do with this piece is just move it in a little bit so it clips. It clips through that fairing. Now what we're going to do is take a set of struts in 3x symmetry and attach them to the KRPC drive holder fairing, right? 3x sim, and we're going to radial strut to this thing. Now, we should have strutted through the payload bay bulkhead right here. See this fairing right here? That's the payload bay bulkhead fairing. We should have strutted right through it because both of these parts, the KRPC drive mount plate and the payload bay bulkhead plate, are clipped into each other with the tank. This will give my KRPC drive something to anchor up against, making the back of this pretty damn strong, right? And because it's strutted and grandparent strutted, we have triangulated. So the auto strut's going through the center, and then the 3 struts are going around it. So you get 4 for the price of 3 here. And you have triangulation on the spine of your ship. That's probably a good idea, just to build in some structure into the structure, main structure of your ship. Probably a good idea. Should probably do that. Anyway, so here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to get an adapter here, the 2.5 adapter, like this. We're going to take the fuel out of that, and we're going to auto strut it, and now I'll run a set of struts here to here like that. Now, like I said, we might need to redo the catwalk section here a little bit, but I have ideas for how we're going to do that, and I think you guys will like them. So, check this out. Now, because notice that I clipped them, they're kind of overlapping just a little bit. We're going to take the struts, right? And we're going to run struts from the fairing, the bulkhead plate fairing, to this piece right here. This is the bulkhead plate fairing, and you can see the triangulated struts from the other fairing there. They're going through, but that's just an illusion. They're actually attached to the 5-meter to 375 adapter. And because the 5-meter adapter is clipped into the payload fairing, and the 375 adapter is clipped into the 5-meter adapter, we should be able to run that strut right there in triangulation. Perfect, because they're slightly overlapping. I do this when I build rockets. I call this an isogrid design. It actually makes it super strong. I did this for my shuttle external tank, and I do this for any just regular rocket. Jebstone, MLV. It's a great way to build. And because it's triangulated, I call it an isogrid, because isogrid are milled aluminum triangles on the inner bulkhead of a ship, or on the inner tank wall of a rocket for structure. It does the same thing as an isogrid on a real craft. So now I need the next adapter in line here, which is this one. And guess what? Take the fuel out, zap that, grandparent strut it, clip it, and guess what? Guess what? We're doing the same thing. We're doing that same damn thing again. That's weird, Salyut. So guess what? 3x symmetry, and we're doing it opposite of the other one here. Like this. And run that through there, like that. Right? There we go. All right. So now we have triangulated struts here. I'm basically reinforcing the connection between the front payload bay bulkhead and the aft payload bay bulkhead. And we're going to do that by putting a beam through the ship. A central spire through the ship. It's not going to be... The space isn't going to be as open as it was before, but this is a quick way that I know should fix it. So now we take an SRB, because SRBs are great structural carriers here. And now we gizmo this SRB forward because we're not gonna, it doesn't need to extend that far. But here's where this gets cool. Because we're not using these as fuel tanks, they're structural. So that means the inside is technically hollow. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clip the SRB, right? We're gonna clip it in here. And then we're gonna find that fairing plate, right? This is the aft payload fairing plate. Actually, this thing should technically be in the center of the payload bay, which should be right around there. That's the center of the payload bay. Ooh, but that section is conic, so I'm gonna move this forward just a little bit to there. Now, where does this get us? No, it's not close enough. Okay, so take this. And move this piece backwards a little bit. It's gonna be harder to fit a Rossi in the bay now. That's Tachi. Thank you very much. And now I'm gonna strut the payload fairing to the SRB. This structurally reinforces this whole aft end. Legitimate salvage. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. They got a word for that. You know what it's called? It's called stealing. Why do you think they needed to keep reiterating that it was legitimate salvage the whole time? Because they stole it. Can you fit a shuttle inside of the payload bay? Yeah. Maybe. And guys, just for what it's worth, I'm gonna go through this part quick because I literally am just gonna do the same thing, but inverted. And then we take the back piece. Boom, baby. Actually, yeah, we do need to move this back a little ways. There we go. Now where does that end up putting the head of the SRB? Oh, that's dope. We can still run the struts to the front. Oh, that's sick. That came out perfect. Nice. See, this design is way stronger than what we just had, because I just had fairings attached to fairing. Now, don't get me wrong, this is more parts, and that does kind of suck that it's more parts. This should put us at a pretty high amount of parts, but it is what it is. Well, Aqualex, this gives us a good spot to do that if we have to, when we get to that point. I don't really know if I want the rotisserie, but we could do it. I'm kind of worried about the rotisserie with asymmetric. Oh wait, we don't need to worry about that because of the KRAKEN SAS. Oh yeah. Okay, at this point I'm kind of worried about part count, but yeah, we'll see what we can do. Hey, do you know anything new on KSP apart from the trailer? I don't know anything that you don't know, Yudi. You know what I'm saying? Revolver lander launcher. We're on the wrong axis to do that way, Hellfish. But yeah, what Aqualex is saying is just have a rotisserie so we can have one payload bay door and we could build a ship that's basically designed to come in here. Or use something that we already have that just comes in here and attaches to this thing. I prefer my dropship flame grilled over rotisseried. Thank you very much. Nice. So now, let me go back in here, redo some of these struts down here. Almost done here. Let me just put in the reinforcements. That's cool, Hellfish. A dual overhead cam, small block Chevy.
On the cover.
Oh, this is more Greg Quinn. Dude, this guy is nuts. Dude. What in the absolute snozberries is that? Oh, that's cool, man. Oh, I want to watch that, but let me finish this, dude. Guys, be careful about doing things with me in ChatGPT. You know, AIs don't like talking about AIs. Someone got GPT to admit it wanted to be human. What do you think is going to be the best feature at KSP 2? I don't know, Yudi. What do you think is going to be the best feature? That's the question. I don't mean to answer your question with a question. Yeah, multiplayer. That's going to be pretty, what's the word? Cash money? Yeah, cash money. That's going to be pretty cash money. You believe base building? I agree. That's a good answer. That's a good answer, buddy. I agree, Pi. It's gonna be ballin', dude. I'm telling you. It's gonna be ballin'. Mercury Marine did make dual overhead heads for the LSX platform, so there is that. Hellfish, I saw one of those, dude. I was at a Corvette show a couple of years back, and there was like a 91 ZR1 Corvette. Yes, a 91 ZR1, and it had a 4-cam in it, and it was cool. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's really cool. And it was made by Mercury. Yeah, it was cool. It was really freaking cool. That's an LT5. Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's super satisfying. You like that, Stubborn? Good. Yeah, man. Okay, guys, it's not some weird obsessive compulsion to make the struts like that. I purposely take the time to place every strut. The reason why is you ever build something in KSP and then you just see a strut that's run in a wacky direction. If I see a strut that's run in a wacky direction, I know I didn't place it. So I know it's an anomalous strut. I always make the struts point at each other and make them look like they belong there. It's a good visual indicator to know if that strut was run by you or if the game's trying to run a strut for you, because sometimes that does happen. For real though, what's the deal with those UFOs? They weren't UFOs. They shot down a bunch of freaking balloons. Are the wing pieces auto-strutted? Yeah, they are. There are some 400 cubic inch LT5 builds out there. Now that's an idea I can get behind, homie. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Go in here like this, interstage nodes. I'm gonna turn back on the interstage nodes. And we had a kind of an X X platform here before. We obviously can't do that again. So what I'm going to do here, because the structural beam of the ship is in the way, so I need to find something that's 5 meters. We can actually just use the 5 meter fairing. That's perfectly okay. Let me make sure we're attached on the right node. This fairing is not going to be structural.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
And then we can just take this and move that into position, and now we have a catwalk for the Kerbals. And then we can just connect it. Now, the thing is that I got to be a little bit cognizant here because those struts are going through that fairing, so I'm not sure how we're going to do that. They weren't just balloons, though. The one over the Great Lakes were different. I don't know, S. I have no idea. How are we going to do that? Kerbal should be able to walk around on this thing. It should be good enough. Hey, Zonic, 66 month resub. What's up, dude? You know, I might want to move this piece like down here. But once again, I got to be careful because of the struts. We got to place it in a spot where it's clipping. We basically have to place it where the struts are running into each other. Like right there. That doesn't line up with the bays now. Frick. But see, if I put it up here, the struts are going through the dang thing, so... Because now what I can do, and it won't cost a lot of parts, is just put 2 parts in Mirror Sim right here. And we can make up the cost deficit from taking the catwalks out. And now we have a cool area for the Kerbals to walk around in and stuff. Which is actually, that's pretty cool. I like that. I think that's really neat. Actually, we could put it in 4X Sim. It would be fine. See? Way less parts this way. In fact, I should have done it this way from the start. But then again, wouldn't be able to get here. That's going to be like that. I asked ChatGPT to explain the space shuttle using lots of 90s movie quotes and car analogies. It was interesting, but I think your job is safe for a little while longer. That's that's good to know. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Let's move this down here, and we need to move it to a spot where it's clipping into where those struts are, so the struts can still be run. But before I do that, we need to run that pair of struts right there. Okay. And now we'll move that fairing into position. That's the position where I need this deck to be. Yep, okay, cool. That won't impede on the struts. So now, yeah, those parts can stay. Kind of looks a little bit weird, but that's all right. So now what we're going to need to do is take that, separate these for a moment. We're going to need to add another one of these, unfortunately. That sucks. Actually, you know what? Is that just inside of an open payload bay? It is. It is. Okay. Give me the T12 structural. Make sure it's grandparented. And then set it to the longest distance. And then take that Mark II, because we're still in mirror. And then move that Mark II into position. Now, that seems to be too long, right? So we could just gizmo it up a little ways. And now we have catwalks at the top of the payload bay. So when the ship is landed, Kerbals can walk around up here. And this is where I'm going to put the ISRUs, like just what we had. Excellent. Yeah, Adventum, I'm still here. Yeah, that doesn't work. How am I going to bridge this side? We might need a structural fuselage gapped into place there. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. That's not going to affect much. It's just, once again, one extra part. No problem. So I'm rebuilding the back end of the ship because we end up... The drives are so damn reliable right now, they accelerate the ship faster than a freaking rifle cartridge out of a bolt action. And it was accelerating so ridiculously fast that aerodynamic forces ripped the bottom of the ship off. So Chat, what I'm trying to tell you is that, well, the back fell off. No, not the front. The back fell off. Food poisoning. That sucks, bro. The butt. Yep. Well, the butt fell off. The back fell off. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yes, but the back fell off. Understand? That shouldn't happen. No, it shouldn't. But it did. To be fair, eventually the front fell off too. Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh no, I can't do that. I can't do that like that. Yeah, we can tie that together like that. You like that, Gig? Yeah, the front fell off. Okay, so that's structurally carrying the load there. And now down here, we don't necessarily need to do double struts here. It can be singular. Singular to the center, like that. That ties into the center column of the ship. This is basically the keel, but the thing is, unlike a ship, the keel, the keel is at the bottom of the hull in the ship because we're a spaceship, not boat. Keel runs through the center of the ship. Could be a boat if you tried hard enough on Lade. There we go. Cool. All right, now we have platforms for the Kerbals to walk on. How are we going to keel haul people if it's in the middle, though? Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, silly. hate it so much.
Any ship can be a minesweeper once. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Are the KSAS units still in the gear action group? Yes, they are. Now they're not. Good thinking. Alright, so now we got to add the ISRUs back in. No. Okay, so how I had this set up before was the ISU. I made the ISRUs look like they were hanging, which it was kind of. This is an aesthetic thing, but it does look cool. So let's do that. Clip that piece down. Do the same operation to the other one up here. Clip that piece down, and then take the ISRUs and move them up. This is so we can refine fuel if we need it. We can make a lander. I am kind of running out of time on this front, though, so. Good enough. Radiators? Yeah, I'm working on it. Okay, now we got to cap off the front of these. Okay. ISRUs are back in place. Yeah, we're at a lower part count. This actually ended up being less parts. We were at like 915 before, which is funny to me. Have you realized that you have 3 more streams until KSP2 comes out? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It comes out Friday, right? Oh. Yeah, you're right. Huh. I'll be there for GTA racing tonight, sure. Yeah, Shutsy, I'm here, buddy. Good morning. No. Afternoon. It's like almost done with work afternoon, right? 1920. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're done with work. Oh crap. I don't know where that panel ended up getting attached to. There it is. I see it. That's not gonna put it. Dinner time? Right on. Alright, guys. This should be stronger. And it's funny that, like I said, that ended up being less parts. Interesting. Didn't see that one coming. Are you still doing smaller ships? No, the way we're going to have to do it is we're going to have to just send it. Or storage. Oh, you know what, Mutter? We can save part count right here. Just get rid of those caps right there and just make them more tanks. Thank you. That's actually a way smarter way to do that. Yeah, guys, I'm just gonna be here and just finish the ship, and you know, if I really have more in me, we'll get the auxiliary ships ready to go. We're a little bit over budget for where I wanted to be with parts, but when is that not the case? So, not too worried about it. Have a great rest of your stream. Gonna head to bed. All right, buddy. See ya. I don't have any catwalks here, but that's all right. It's okay. Not a problem. All right. On to the payload bay. So actually, let's do incremental changes. Let's test to make sure that this is structurally good before I go and finish that stupid thing. You can save dozens of parts by using a fairing instead of all those wings. How do we get inside the payload bay, Tessa? No, they don't, Mutter. Yeah, you guys say that, but I need to make a way for these to I need to make a way to ingress into the payload bay. We need to have a payload bay door. Have an open fairing. What do you mean an open fairing? I'm confused. At this rate, we don't even need a payload bay. I'm not listening to you. You just want to get rid of the back? I'm not... No. I need to do part optimization up at the front. Don't worry about it. Put a hinge on the bottom fairing. Yeah, let's take this thing that was already weak and make it weaker with robotics. I'm not... Tessa, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm just going to put a door on the side. Just another... Basically that. I'm going to put it right there. I even have the sub-assemblies made. Like, I set this thing up on purpose to put a door there, and I'm going to put a door there. I'm not going to second guess myself. I got this. I got this. Trust me. All right, let's roll. See if the front of this thing, or the back of this thing stays together. You look like a trustworthy guy. I know, I've been saying that. Gonna be 1,600 parts before launch. Man, you guys suck. I'm about to just shut the stream off and just do this by myself. You're really making this not fun. Like, I mean, it's after hours, so how about you just shut the fuck up and let me do it my way, okay? It's my stream. Fuck off. All right, here we go. That's up. That's up. Okay, I go to sleep. Oh, you're such a dick. Freaking douchebag. Wanker! All right, man. Have a good night, okay? Trust me, dude. I'm on a roll, and I got second wind, and I really want to finish this. I really want to get this thing flying. But, yeah. People second-guessing you at every freaking corner does not make that easier, man. Just let it roll. I got this. They're being a diesel. You're being a freaking bloody diesel. I was just trying to understand. The whole design of this has been in flux the entire time, dude. I was like, maybe we should just land. Maybe, you know, it's not going to take much to just finish this up, what I already have. I already did the majority of the work, so might as well put the payload bay in there, and if I have time, we build something for it. If not, well, we have extra space for things, okay? Maybe we'll wrangle around an asteroid and put it in there. But I want to do this right. That's the parts I know can work. I can make the payload bay door. That's not an issue. I don't want to go changing the back end of the design. You know, like, let's just take the back off. People keep suggesting for me to cut the back of my ship off, like implying like that's some logical solution to fixing the ship. I'll just cut it in half. That fixes it. No. You know what? And yeah, it's gonna end up being a little bit of a chunker. So what? Who cares? Once I do go through and optimize the part count, dude, I said 750, 800. We're a little bit over that. If it ends up being an even 1,000, it ends up being an even 1,000. I don't care. It's fine. It's not like we can't get there fast enough with how this drive's supposed to work, dude. Is the ship carbon neutral? Oh, yeah. Blue. Alright, let's do this. If it falls off all the time, maybe you should just cut it off. Just Occam's race. You can't make this easy, can you? Why is it floating? It's my drives, Super Kato. Yeah. See the things that are blue? We're crushing landing gear inside of payload bays, and that actually causes you to accelerate. It's a phantom drive. Now, don't get me wrong. I do have rocket engines down here to use if we need them. But we don't need them because we're about to go fast. Can't take the arrow. Drive's gonna break. But the back didn't fall off. Oh wait, yes it did. Damn, that's an explosion. I mean, at least it's entertaining, you know? Twice now it's veered to the side. Are the drives still working? Yeah, they are. What's that over there? Hey, the drive core survived. That's pretty neat. Anyway, see what that does? Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? We just got to make sure that it doesn't do that. But the back, okay, so the back fell off that time, but it took a lot longer for it to fall off. We actually started turning that thing. Mutter, I'm not entirely sure I had the KRAKEN SAS enabled there. I'm not entirely sure. When will the chemical engines be used? I'm assuming for landing. Sometimes you need the engines to jumpstart the drive, Super. That's why I kept them. We don't necessarily need them. Well, isn't the ship designed so the back doesn't fall off? Yeah, but when it comes off the ground like a bat out of hell, you know. The back falls off. Yeah, we can throttle it, Jillian. Alright, here we go. SAS on. Here, let's engage the drives. Make sure the drives are engaged. Yep. Yep, they're engaged. Yep. Alright, cool. KRAKEN SAS is on. Prime the engines. Just in case. Double hit one again. Engage the drives. Get my throttle indicator on here. Where are they engaged to? Yes. They're engaged to science. Alright, there we go. We got engagement at 29. It does, 95. I wouldn't be pushing forward with it if it didn't. If it ticks now, we're gonna die. Okay, she's looking good. Here we go. Hey, Rocket Guy, thanks for the raid, man. But we have a good engage. Throttling down the drive. Engagement kicked off at 6 Gs. Throttling it back. I'm going to do it manually. We're ticking out of control. Come on, come back now. Come back now. What's up, Rocket? Welcome back. There we go. Two Gs. Well, now that I got nice steady acceleration, Evil, actually, the thing should be pretty aerodynamic. We should be able to do something dumb like this. As long as we don't do it too, we don't get too crazy here. Let's... That's not alright. Unrecoverable. What made it blow up last time? Going too fast, Kato. It's... That probably has something to do with it. Oh, wow. Are those not Grant? We have control surfaces. Yeah, those are screwing with me. They're acting like rudders. Well, the ship stabilized. Yeah, I gotta fix that. They're bent. The aero forces are pushing them around. And that's really screwing me up. I mean, the ship's still stable. We're stable under 2G acceleration, which is actually kind of nuts. Are we flying upside down? Well, let me orient correctly and then we'll try to get this thing up into space. Yeah, the wings took it. All right, let's stop wasting time. I gotta fix that. They want their wing warping back, yeah, right? Let's go, fix it. I can't believe that these aren't auto-strutted. Well, there's your problem. I definitely didn't click on that, but that's okay. Yeah, Dirty. I thought these were all grandparent strutted. It's actually pretty good news that they're not, because that's gonna help me. But at least the back, so the back hasn't been falling off though. That's good. That's good for us. The back didn't fall off that time. The wings were basically bending around because we were going so freaking fast. That's not a bad thing, dude. What are you gonna do about KSP when its sequel comes out? I don't know. Play it. Maybe not play it for a little while. I don't know. It really depends. Depends on how much fun we have. That's correct, Neely. Yep. Play both side by side. Any cities planned for this week? No. No, not at all. All right. Let's test this to make sure that we absolutely fixed it. We're going to do something really dumb. But I'm going to basically put this thing through a gnarly stress test. I'm going to try to pitch the vehicle over and fly it. Yeah, you heard that right. Do you have a plan for how you want to play KSP 2? Yeah, I'm going to hit the start button and hit the play button. And then just go wherever it takes me, man. Let's do this.
Drives off the ground.
Alright, we should get good engagement from the drive here momentarily. Just got to give it a little bit of a jump. Wait for it. There we go. Drive's kicked on. Reduce speed. Good. All right. Stress test time. Pitch the vehicle over. How am I still awake? Science, bro. Lots of coffee. It's a Kraken drive subsonic that's moving 2,200 tons of ship into space. Let's nose it over. This is the Endurance, drummer. It's the same It's the same ship that you were that was here when you were here before. Okay. Ramping the drive. Let's do this. We're supersonic. Rates are still good. Got a nice steady 2.5 G acceleration. Yep, she's still stable. We can fly this thing. Yeah. Like I said, it makes a ton of drag. That payload bay out the back isn't the most aerodynamic thing that we've ever made. But, whatever. Doesn't matter. Yep. Flies just fine. I actually designed it with a good distribution of wings, front and back rockets, so theoretically we could belly flop this thing. Oh, she's getting kind of hot. That's not ideal. But I think we'll be zipping out of the atmosphere before that becomes a problem. You didn't put radiators on for the refinery. That's not gonna be difficult to add. Let's go select the accelerometer. What's our acceleration right now? 4.2 G. This thing is booking, man. That's just on the drives, guys. Like, the rocket engines are just there to look cool at this point. We can decelerate here. Okay, drives are disengaged. We lost our yaw controllers. We lost all of our KRPC SAS. Why? Well, that's not good. Yeah. Overstress. Maybe we decelerated too quickly. The drives are fine, yeah. I can tell you the drives are fine, yeah. They're perfect. Everything is good here. Maybe I decelerated too quickly. Well, we lost the KRPC drive, so we might need to turn around. I'm not sure, Arcalex, considering it's the landing leg that's getting destroyed and not the control surface. I'm not sure. Holy shnikes. Whoa. 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 This drive can push, man. That's absurd, dude. Yeah, all right. We got to keep going. I think adding more gear to the KSAS should fix the problem. Oh, we got the weird shaders in here again. But where, Blue? Where are we going to add more gear? There's no... We can't fit 4 across on this dude because same vessel collision. You know what? Let's try something. This is going to be dumb. I'm interested. For science. Hey, Samuel. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what's really going on here. Ready? KSAS is on. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to stress these things out. And I wanted to see if we could push enough on this thing to get them to, I wanted to see if we could push hard enough to lift the front of the ship up. It doesn't seem to want to do it, though. Alright, I know what I need to do. Okay. Okay. Where are those gear attached? They're attached to the girder segment, dude. I don't know, Jackal. I seem to notice if the SAS starts freaking out, it'll start tapping the landing gear a lot. Did you see it doing that? It was tapping it a lot. I think that's the problem. It's trying to tap that, you know what I'm saying? We can't have that happen. And I think if it taps it and it starts bouncing it, the landing gear will move back and forth, and it'll create a resonant bounce between the two landing gear, and that'll just blow the landing gear up eventually. It says swiggity. Yeah, we don't want it to swiggity too much, dude. Too much. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here like this. We're going to put that there. I'm going to rotate this sucker. Like that. And then we're going to rotate that sucker. We're going to do that. That was weird. The roll controller is fine, but those ones do get a little borked up. But I think I'm going to try putting pitch and yaw on dedicated axis here, and we'll go from there. So take this thing, put that in radial, and do this.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Who's that subbing? Somebody gifted a sub to Amaranth. Oh. Who knows? Maybe she'll like STEM. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'd be okay with that. I'd be like, yo, tell people on your stream about aerospace engineering. It'll work. Hey, man, who knows? Maybe you should go for it. That'd be kind of cool. You guys are sick. Wait, hold up. I just heard what? I heard you don't have your license, RB, and you look at cars on Facebook Marketplace all day. Yeah, I called you out. So what? I don't use Facebook. Ah, Craigslist. Okay, there we go. Nah, I don't think people would enjoy that nearly. What do those floppy things do? Super Kato, they do exactly what the drives do, but the control surface pushes the landing gear. The control surface crushes the landing gear. That basically, it's SAS, but it uses that crush landing gear to apply force. It's way stronger than a regular SAS. Any of the gyro modules, way stronger than that. Yeah, it's KRAKEN SAS. That one is for roll, and then I put 2 and 2. 2 of those things are for pitch, 2 of them are for yaw. And hopefully we can stress test this thing while we're sitting on the ground. And if we do this right, I might be able to get the ship to kind of like levitate and hover off the ground, Star Wars style, which would be kind of cool. Let's see. What are the SAS on the inside attached to? The SRB? Curious on your opinion on oil changes for a hybrid. I used to do synthetic every 4500 or normal engine, but not sure what to do with a hybrid. The car engine didn't change, Dragonlow. If it's gasoline direct injected, dude, change it every 3000. You can use synthetic or not. It doesn't really, I mean, dude, I don't know, man. Like, the way I look at it is, if you're driving a hybrid, I'm pretty sure a hybrid is probably your daily driver, right? If it's your daily driver, whatever the manufacturer recommends, just do that. It's not a scam. Use the stuff that it was engineered to work with. Like my Mustang, for instance. The Mustang's my daily driver. I don't drive it fast. I don't drive it at all right now. But I put 5W20 synthetic from the manufacturer in there because that's what the manufacturer recommends, because I don't really, that's what was engineered for it. Now, don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean you have to do that all the time. If you want to do something different, go and do something different, you know? But yeah, that's hybrid, non-hybrid, Dragon, just put what the manufacturer recommends in there, dude. I mean, if they recommend 3,000, do it every 3,000. I mean, if you want to let the oil go further, that's fine. It'll probably be okay. But I like doing what the manufacturer recommends, especially if it's just a daily driver. You want the most reliability? Use what was engineered for it. Like, changing it every 3,000, that's not that big of a deal. And you're absolutely sure that the engine is going to be as reliable as they say. That being said, some people are like, oh, it's a scam, blah, 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 blah. They just want to sell more oil. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, if that's how you want to be, I suppose, then change it every 5,000 and break the engine later. I changed 3,000 to 3,500 on all of my cars, just to be sure. Or if the oil's over a year old and I don't hit the 3,500 threshold. You don't have to do that. You could do it. You could let it go to 5,000. It really depends on the motor. Oil is cheap. Engines are not. That's how I always looked at it, Clear. Yeah, bingo. I wasn't sure because the engine isn't technically running. Yeah, but oil ages, dude. It'll break down by itself over time. So either over a year or every 3,500 or 3,500 miles. It's one or the other, dude. Look at that. Look at how powerful that damn thing is. Okay. Engine's engaged. Drive's engaged. Let's do this. So Blue, I doubled up on the drives, dude, and we'll see where that gets us. That's right, Rev. Dragon, look at what RevHawk said. Oil has a shelf life, even if it's in the motor, dude. Well, yeah, that's a good way to say that. That was sick. You see that engagement there? I gave it a little bit of a jolt with the boosters and we were good to go, but we did use a lot of fuel. I used a ton of fuel that time. Okay. We have the double Kraken SAS. Let's see if we can fly this thing. Yep, still got the 7 mains. Yep, I'm in full control of this thing. Look at that. What about landing it? Fotch, I could land this. Sure. All right, let's send it and get out of here. I'm in your walls. Big line, I don't... The walls aren't hollow in the structure that I'm in, pal. Sorry. They're gonna expend both of them, Jackal. There will be more, Jackal. There's 3 starships that are technically ready to launch, like right now. 24, 25, and 26. 25 is serving as a backup for 24, just in case something breaks. No, no launch date. At least that's what I think is going on. I don't know, dudes. Could be wrong. This is just my guesstimations. Why would they... So, like, Starship 26 doesn't have any tiles and it has no wings. So that tells me that SpaceX is worried about it getting into space. And it tells me that it doesn't even... They're not even confident that it'll get to EDL. So why put tiles on it? Out of the chunky stuff. Okay. Shut these drives down. Let's ramp them down slowly. The point that I'm trying to get at, Jackal, is that there's way more. There's more starships. Yeah, it sucks that 24 is going to go down the tubes. I mean, if everything goes well, maybe they'll fish it out. Who knows? If it makes it to landing, does the flip and burn, and then drops itself into the water like CRS-16, it's possible. It's possible it could float. I wouldn't rule it out, but I highly doubt that that's going to happen. Yep, see? The SAS is doing that. We got to shut that off. Okay, I've disabled the, you see how it started bouncing that landing leg? I disabled that, the controls. And I locked them out. They're not online. Where's the moon? You know what? Screw that. Where's Eve? There's Eve. Set target. Eve. Yeah, mass production, silly. That's what SpaceX is really trying to do. Not only they're trying to make a fully reusable rocket, but they're trying to make it mass producible. Which is a very expensive endeavor. You mass produce crap, predominant. You were like, oh, hey. Oh, yeah, he's right. Yeah, but I was more careful about it this time, Blue, I'll admit. Let's really push this. We're setting Eve as target with the ship. Hey, no, you're right. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, let's just go over here, set this to really fine it, or course adjustment. You know what? Screw the maneuver node. Let's just point at the planet and send it. Okay, shut off the SAS. Go back to the rate controller. Okay, rate controllers are zeroed. Re-engaging the KRAKEN SAS. KRAKEN SAS is re-engaged. Yeah. Okay. Send it. Drives will be engaging at around 30. Actually, they engaged at 26. We are at 0.8.9, 1 G of acceleration. There it is. For Helio. Yeah, no. I'll have to send you some stuff. I got told months ago about the finless TPS ships when they first went for it. They were very much de-scoped to just to try to get into orbit, never mind EDL. Yeah, no. Lavi. Yeah. I don't know how that's any freaking different than what I just said, but yeah, sure. Send me some stuff. Yeah, you gotta remember though, you have people telling you things. I don't. David, how you doing, buddy? All right, here we go. 2.8, 2.9, 3. We're at 3 Gs of acceleration. 3 Gs. I didn't put the fuel cells back in, so we got to burn some fuel. Four. 5 Gs. Six. Get the juice ready. But Lavi, you have to admit, if it came back, it'd be good. Yeah, we're pulling 11, 12 Gs. Bill just blacked out. The drive's having trouble compensating. Let me turn on the RCS. We have enough electrical charge. We don't have enough crack in drive. Lost control of it on the yaw axis at 12 Gs. Let's back it out a little bit. Man, that's violent. Dude, this drive is insane. That's absolutely bananas, man. I hear if they get it back, one of them. Yeah, me too, buddy, me too. That's still a heck of a trajectory change. This ship is nuts powerful, dude. That is absolutely absurd what this thing just did. I lost control of it at 12. That means this drive can push past 12, and it's not asymmetric, it's radial, which is ridiculous. Oh, hey, Jeb's back. That's bananas that this thing... It's bananas that that freaking thing couldn't hold it. How tall is it? 70 meters tall? So... Yeah, it's about as tall as a Falcon 9 is in real life, which is just pretty absurd when you think about it. Alright, we're locked back in. I didn't put the damn fuel cells in there, so we gotta generate more EC. Dumb question, but are G-forces experience the same in space as on Earth? It's just, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Re-engage. It's 2:30. I'm busy, man. This is a manual ramp of the drive. I'm putting it through its paces here on purpose. Get the juice. So cutting the engine slowed you down? Not really. These drives are game like physics breaking, so it depends. It slowed down our acceleration. This is ridiculous, guys. How much mass is this thing? It's still 2,000 tons. It's 2,000 tons we're moving around. I wish I had this a year ago at this time, dude. Nine Gs. 7.2 kilometers a second. We're still pretty much stable. We still have a pretty bad roll rate, but I should be able to manually dial that out now. Okay, I manually got rid of the roll. Yeah, Dave, that's true. So, check this out, MacJack. We don't need the engines. My drive reactors are powering the ship right now. See, we're crushing landing gear in these payload bays, and that actually makes insane acceleration. This ship has millions of meters a second delta V. It's enough to get Jeb and Bill to black out. I don't know why the glow didn't turn on that time, fellas, but... I was gonna say, I should be able to get in there and look. We're stable at 9.1 Gs. We're going 10 kilometers a second. Yeah, we fixed most of the issues, Rain, yeah. I upgraded the KRPC SAS a little ways, and this thing's working just fine. See with the speed climbing still. Makes sense with the accelerating. Yeah, this thing is... It goes hard, man. There we go. Get the blue glow going. Show that the drives are on. I wanna see what its max power is, guys. Guys, we're at a third throttle right now, by the way. 1/3. Right now, if we just stop, we'd get to perihelion in 22 days. That's absurdly fast. You're generating about 180 meganewtons of thrust at 9 Gs. She's a beast, dude. She's a beast. I'm watching those roll controllers. The fact that this is stable at 10 Gs and it's 2,000 tons blows my mind. Considering where we were at with Kraken drives a year ago at this time, I could get a ship that was not even close to this. We're running out of EC again. I gotta pulse the engines for power. Considering how powerful this thing actually is, it's just absurd. I can't believe how good this thing actually performs. It's pretty damn impressive. I'm gonna do some manual flying of it. So I have the controls. Yeah, I can steer this thing. It doesn't want to go very far, but I can steer it. Nope, I lost control. I just lost control. Trying to just give myself enough electrical charge so we can get into helio and we can keep accelerating. Heliocentric meaning in orbit around the sun. Basically, get to that point right there. This is what I was trying to do before. I'm trying to adjust my trajectory just a little bit. Yeah, okay. We crossed the path here. "20 kilometers a second. We're at full electrical. We still have 2/3 of a tank left. losing control. We're past 10 Gs. All right. Okay, I saw what I needed to see. We need to refit the ship with fuel cells, and we need more control. We need more control up front, dudes. I gotta add more landing legs to the Kraken SAS. It's losing control at 10 Gs. We gotta go faster than this, dudes. So let's. What I want to do here is just manually push the drive to its theoretical maximum. We're gonna end up spinning out of control, but. It is. The control surfaces are inverted, O-Force. Yeah, because the control surfaces are up at the front of the ship ahead of the center of mass. $14 Gs. Dude, this is ridiculous, man. 15 Gs. $16 Gs. See that? You know what the crazy part about this? 11.2 or 11.0 degrees a second radian. That's correctable. We can fix that. Easily fix that. $17 Gs. $18. $19. Alright, just peg the damn thing. 18.96. What's the mass of the ship? 1,700 tons. That's bananas. We need to dial in more control. All right, ramp it down. That is a violent amount of force right there. 15, 14, 13. Drives are fully disengaged. Kraken SAS is disengaged. Whew. This ship is a freaking beast, dude. It's a freaking monster. Alright, so let's go out here and see if we can do an inclination course correction. We're going to need to do that. There we go. What's the correction maneuver that we need to do in heliocentric to get us towards Eve? Oh, it's only a 9,000 meters a second. 9,000 meters a second maneuver? No problem. I might just turn infinite electrical charge on, just for now, guys, so we can do this test. I really want to make sure this propulsion system is good before I go and finalize this thing. Crazy part is that in theory adding more drives will make it go faster. Come on. This freaking thing's being really annoying. Three days to Eve, that's good enough for me. Yeah, it's foreign, it's fine. Alright, so fellas, once again, I'm just gonna turn on infinite electricity for now. That's right, Kerbal's Rock. And we're gonna push the drive to the absolute maximum. Kraken SAS is re-enabled. Oh, shnikes, where are we? not even out of SOI. Damn it! My steering system's just broke. I re-enabled vessel collision at 95. They were disabled. They were locked out. Whatever, just go over here. I think I re-enabled them when the control surfaces were deployed and it loaded them up too fast. I gotta make sure that the SAS is working correctly. You know what? Kiss my ass, game. Kiss my ass. Alright? Just kiss my ass. Just all up in there. Ridiculous. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, we broke. Fuck you. But it's dirty. You're not the game, Ivo. Have you tried making parts that don't explode? Ask the game. Engage this stupid piece of shit. Let's go. We got good initial mesh. That was Europe, by the way. Fun, dude. Yeah, good time. Are both my RCS broken off? One of them is broken. The Kraken drive broke off the RCS cluster on the starboard side. Whatever. Get out of here. I have no control over this vessel. Not even at 1G of acceleration, which sucks. Alright, let's just send it. Let's see how much it can do. Let's load it up in heliocentric and see if it breaks. Ten Gs. 11. 12. 13. 14, 15, punch it. 18. Yeah, she's good. I think this drive is strong enough. We just gotta figure out a way to control it better. I think I know why it broke, Doom. Long story short, these were like this when I re-engaged vessel collision. So the solution might to just not... Don't shut the vessel collision off. Yeah, but we can punch the drive out here. It's not a big deal. Alright, cool. Let's put fuel cells on it. Can you bind SVI to SAS toggle? Yeah, but what if it gets out of sync, Blue? I think the solution here was just don't toggle it. Just leave it on. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll leave the control in there, I suppose, but we need some fuel cells here. And we need radiators as well. But structurally, the ship's holding up like a freaking tank, dude. Those look cool right there. I like that. Start that fuel cell. Start that fuel cell. Oh, they gotta go forward a little bit. Actually, it'd be kind of cool if they were like inset here, so the Kerbals could like walk up next to the fuel cells. Kind of dig that. That's cool. Make it look like it's a part of the ship. Okay, they're all on. Okay, that solves that problem. The main fusion reactor type setup. Yep. Like my throttle pedal module can't adjust it when you're applying throttle. Pretty much. The thing is, though, guys, I'm gonna probably have to have another set here of drive for this thing. Change the light color. I'd start working on a to-do list. Yeah, I guess. You work for that hat? Cool, Raptic. This hat right here? That guy right there? That guy's pretty cool. I like people that work there. They're pretty cool people. Blue, set up a to-do list. Yeah. Yeah, we're probably gonna need radiators. For the ISRUs.
Hey, Ani, what's going on?
I'm just finishing up the endurance here. Yeah, just finishing her up. I really wish I had another day, dudes. But I think this is about... What class is this? It's like a Grissom on steroids, if you remember that from back in the day, man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's like the next step up, dude. She's a beast, man. It's a freaking monster of a ship. Something like that, Raptic. This thing goes. It can pretty much go anywhere. Yeah, it can. Yeah, it can pretty much go anywhere. That's the end of the sentence. It can go anywhere. I can make it fly wherever it needs to. Should be able to land on planets theoretically as well. When is the mission? I want to start on Monday, but I might need to... Alright, Lavi, good night. I want to start on Monday, but I might need to get in here early. I might need to get in here early and go. We got to put the probes in there. This thing needs antennas as well. What's the biggest antenna we can put on this thing? Yeah, Raptic. That's where I want to put probes and stuff. I want to put, like, sat launchers in here. And then it's got the whole back, that whole cylindric portion in the back is a payload bay. And I want to put a docking ring in here so I can attach ships with ore so we can refuel if we need to. Shouldn't you go to bed? Yeah, we're gonna have to finish this on Monday morning. Yeah. It's 3 in the morning. We made some nutsoid progress on this thing though. It's pretty damn good. On Monday, Blue, I'll make this to-do list. So, to do payload bay. The drive is good up to 10 Gs with our current KRAKEN SAS. Let's just put KSAS in there. Question mark. In terms of the payload bay, PB docking ring, KSAS control past 10 Gs. What else? Less than 10 hours until you're done. Nice. That's cute. Front of ship. Detail. Pass. Probes. Antennas. Payload bay vessel. Turn off the SAS before re-enabling. Yeah, 95. That's, yeah. You'll remember that. I need to do a detail. I basically just got to go through the entire front. I might just do it off stream, but we'll see. If I don't do it off stream, guys, we'll do it on Monday. But this ship, I'm basically aiming for it to be the end-all, be-all ship. You're a drunk Australian scientist, mate. Hey, mate, check this out. Look what I got, mate. Yeah, you can't have any. They're mine. Don't ask how I got this in the States, mate. It's gonna confuse you. Tim Tams are my jam! Dude, I know, they're the shit, man. I love them. Could you check my last message? It was some weird behavior I wouldn't mind your input on. Sure, man. Check this out. I made a swatch plate K drive real quick. It has some interesting properties. Watch the rotation motion and how it locks into place. It locks into place despite not having SAS on. Video is unavailable. Clicked it again. Video is still unavailable. Just rated. You're the GOAT. Hey, thanks for the raid, Scrim. It's getting late over there, brother. Actually, it's not that bad. What is it, like 9? It's not like 8, 9 o'clock over there? Ow. That was dumb. Fuck. Don't get old. It's visible now. Try it again. Noted. Don't get old. Yeah, don't do that. There we go. Alright, what do you want me to see, dude? Yeah, there's the swatch plate drive, like what S was saying. Cool. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's see what happens when it clicks in. Yeah, it's asymmetric. It's giving you asymmetric thrust. Interestingly enough. When KSP2 comes out, I'm doing daily streams for 10 hours a day and drink for 10 hours a day and cry for an hour in between streams and then maybe crank. Maybe a crank crying way. Holy crap, dude. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. You get a crank in between, dude. That's pretty sick, man. Yeah, man. Have a crank. Have a crank in between, mate. It's pretty good, Aqualex, yeah. That's pretty good, man. And you're in fine control, too. Interesting. I love cranking when I'm doing science, my guy. It's locking rotation without SAS. It's probably well, don't you think it's because of the aerodynamics, or is it still doing that when you get up here? Nice. That's cool. That's cool. Dude, yeah. Yeah, if we had more time, man, that damn swash plate SAS is, I mean... Especially when I screw up my return after landing on even return to Kerbal and mission fails and I burn up in the atmosphere. That's when you crank. You did it in space, too. Interesting. Interesting. Why are you still online? I just got done with work. Mason, I can get this thing to accelerate at 10 Gs, 2,000 tons, completely stable. The drives can throttle to 20, but it becomes uncontrollable. Crank with respect, brothers. So I'm writing a to-do list that I'm going to do on Monday morning. And we got to start the mission on Monday morning, even if I don't get to all of this. If I don't get to all of it, that's the way it is. So, payload bay docking ring, KSAS control. We pretty much have to double it. Front of ship detail pass, probes, antennas, payload bay vessel. So the lander, if I have time. And I think that's everything, dudes. Oh. Flags, hull number, ship name. Okay. I put radiators on it, Mutter. It's got radiators. They deploy, they're basically attached right to where the ISRUs are. What are you working on right now? Straight 6? I like your name, dude. Buzzing half dozen. This is a grand touring ship that in the week, so starting next week, we're going to start flying it. I just got to finish up a couple more things. This thing has a game-breaking drive in it called KRAKEN reactors right here. And these things, basically they crush landing gear inside of the payload bays, and this ship can go 100,000 meters a second, 200,000 meters a second, no problem. I want to basically be able to get to every planet and get to every planet, land on it, plant a flag, get back in, and leave. With minimal time warping. Like, I'm not talking in-game like a 70-day transfer to Eve. I'm talking like a 2-day transfer to Eve. Yeah. Robotic arm in the payload bay? No. No. No, I'm not doing that. It is a chunky one, and she goes. This thing goes hard, man. Like, real hard. This is going to land and take off of Eve. The drives are that powerful, Snake. They are that powerful. It will take off. I guarantee it. Now, what happens after that, I don't know. We're going to have to do some more testing. Will you open the cargo ramps in the front one time before you get off? The cargo ramps? Those aren't supposed to open, dude. They're supposed to just be hollow space. I was going to put stuff in here. I was going to put, like, ships and whatnot in here. Yeah, those, the reactor, the KRAKEN reactors, these drives, they really, 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 really go hard, man. Like, really hard. It needs landing legs. It can land on the fairings. That's not an issue. Gonna do a 24-hour stream. Definitely not gonna not. I'm definitely not gonna do a normal length stream, Apex. If you know what I'm saying, dude. All right, guys. So hopefully we can get this done in time. Even if I have to do pretty much a 15-hour stream every day next week, we'll do it. We'll do it, and I'll get wherever. I want to at least get this thing to every planet's SOI in one shot, no reverts. Do you guys just like saying arbitrary numbers? 69-hour stream, EJ. When are you gonna do that? I don't. 72 hours, dude. Yeah, I'm going to sit here for 72 hours. That's a real good idea. Hey, guess what? I got a better idea. I'm going to bed. Have a good night. I'll talk to you guys. Well, we got GTA racing today at 11 p.m. So I'll see you guys there for that. 16 hours, 69-hour stream. Nice. So, we got it. We got endurance working. We just got to figure out a little more dialed-in control system, and when we do, oh, baby. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be real good. All right, guys. I'm going to go to sleep. And if I don't see you for GTA Racing Saturday, I'll see you on Monday. I want to get in here bright and early and finish everything. Yeah, Pathfinder, I got the endurance. I redid the entire back end of the ship. I got endurance to accelerate stably at 9 Gs. We pushed it up stably into heliospace today at, I think we were going like 23, 24 kilometers a second, which is pretty damn good, and that's just the beginning. I pushed the drive to full, and it becomes uncontrollable past 10 Gs, but we pushed it up to 18. The drive is good. Drive mechanisms are sorted. We're good. That was the hard part. Now we just got to finish all the other things. Ship's going to end up being over 1,000 parts. I don't give a frick. We can go fast. It doesn't matter. And if we have to time warp a little bit here and there, it is what it is. All right, guys. Check this, dude. I've been sitting here for 15 hours. Can this wait until Monday? I already have the damn thing up. What is this? Okay. That's nuts how fast that thing is. No SAS. That's quick, man. All right. Good night. I'll see you guys then. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Saw a lot of explosions today. Highs and lows today, dude, but we busted it out. I'll see you guys then. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night. I am tired, man. I'm tired. Night. Thanks, guys.